Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum students. Today we are going to learn how we can apply the properties of logarithms to solve our questions in exercise 2.4. So before we start, repeat after me. Rabbi shrahli sadri wa yassirli amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi zidni ilma. So let's see what the question number 1 of exercise 2.4 says. It says evaluate the following without using calculator. So the question part 1 says log base power 2, 18 minus log 2 into 9. So how we can solve it? First, we need to simplify 18. Okay, we need to factorize 18. So we can write it like this: log 2 multiply 9. Right? I can write it like this: 18, because 2 times 9 equals 18. And this will remain as it is. Right? So now we'll apply the property of a log. Will individually write log with these two numbers, and this multiply sign will change into a positive one, right? So this is actually the property, one of the property of the log. I'll write it like this: log 2 and then log 9, and the multiply sign will change into the positive one, and minus this will remain as it is. Now see, these both are same but with an opposite sign, so these two terms will cancel out each other, and just remaining what left? Only log 2 into 2, right? Now we know. Here we'll use this, our knowledge, which says log with same base and value is equals to 1. Okay, so if we have a same number over here in place of base and in place of value, so we get 1. Now see, both are same, so the answer will be 1. That's it. Easy. Now let's see part 2 of this question. (64). First we need to factorize 64, and let me take an LCM. 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2, 2 6 are 12, 2 8s are 16, 2 4s are 8, and 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2. So how many 2s are over here? 1 2 3 4 5 6. So I can write 64 like this: 2 power 6, right? And this second term will remain as it is, same. Now we'll use the property of a log, which says if we have a term like this, so we can move this power before log. So I'll write it like this: 6 log 2 2 plus log 2, right? Now again, just we did in part A. If we have a term like this, so it would always be equals to 1, right? So simply we can put 1 over here and 1 over here, and we'll get 6 into 1 plus 1, and 6 times 1 is 6, 6 plus 1 equals 7 as our final answer, right? So we are just applying the properties of log and finding our final answers, right? So let's see part 3. First, we need to factorize these two terms. And how we can do it? I can write 8 as 2 power 3, right? And minus log. I can write 18 as 2 multiply 3 power 2, right? 3 power 2 is 9, and 9 2s are 18. So I can write 18 like this. Now let's apply the property of log. We'll apply first over here, and what we need to do over here is power को before log shift कर देंगे. So 1 over 3 will remain as it is. Multiply this power will come over here. Multiply log 3 into 2, right? Or else what we can do is simply we can close the property. Question number 1 और 2 में हम लोगों ने expand किया है. So yeah, we have 3 over here यहाँ पे बेस में आपके पास 3 है ना, राइट? log की जो बेस है वो 3 है, सो विल क्लोज ओवर हेयर। हम लोग यहाँ पे हमारे पास सपोज दैट कि आपके पास ये जो प्रॉपर्टी है यहाँ पे एक्सपैंड हुई हुई है, सो आप इसको यहाँ पे क्लोज करोगे, लाइक पावर आपके पास पहले लिखी हुई है तो आप इसको यहाँ पे शिफ्ट करोगे। सो आई कैन राइट इट लाइक दिस, log बेस 3 एंड 2 का क्यूब वॉज ऑलरेडी देयर, आपने बस पावर को यहाँ पे शिफ्ट करना है। दिस इज द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ अ log, राइट? माइनस, अब यहाँ पे कैसी प्रॉपर्टी आपके पास अप्लाई होगी, log को आपने इंडिविजुअली के साथ लिखना है सबसे पहले, और ये जो मल्टीप्लाई का साइन होगा ये आपके पास पॉजिटिव साइन में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा, ऐसे ही है। log base 3 2 and multiply sign will change into positive 1, and then again we'll write log with 3 also. Now see, these 3 and these 3 will cancel out each other, and we're left with log base 3 2 minus log base 3 2, and this plus and this minus, plus minus minus log base 3 into 3 square, right? Now, these both terms are same but with an opposite side. Here is positive and there it's negative sign with this term. So these two terms will cancel out each other, right? Now we left with just minus log 3 3 square. Now we'll apply the property of log. We'll shift this power before log and we'll write it like this, minus 2 log 3 base 3 and into 3. Now see, this look like exactly the same which we were doing in previous questions. It looked like this, right? Log base a, and it will always be equals to 1. So let's put 1 over here. Minus 2 into 1 equals minus 2 is our final answer for this part. Okay. Now see question number 4. In question number 4, we have 2 log 2 plus log 25. So let's see how we can solve it. First, we'll apply the property in the first term, and we know कि before log आपके पास power होती है, तो हम इसको यहाँ पे shift कर देंगे. So we'll write it like this, log 2 power 2 plus log 25. Now log आपके पास इस टर्म के साथ भी है, इस टर्म के साथ भी है, तो अगर मैंने इसको प्रॉपर्टी यहाँ पे अप्लाई करूँ और मैं सिर्फ log को एक दफ़ा लिखूँ और ये जो नंबर्स हैं इनको मैं एक ब्रैकेट में क्लोज कर दूं, तो जो पॉजिटिव साइन होगा दैट will convert into the multiplication sign, right? So simply then 2 power 4 equals 4 multiply 25, and now if I multiply 4 times 25, so we'll get log 100, and if I factorize 100 I can write it like this, log 10 power 2, right? And if I again apply the property of log, I'll shift this power before log and we can write it like this, 2 log into 10. And remember, log 10 is equal to 1. So just substitute the value and we'll get 2 as our final answer. Now let's see part 5 of question number 1. Let's try to solve this one. What we can do is, first we need to factorize these two terms, the 64 and 25, right? So the base is 4, so I'll choose 4 as a factor of 64. And there is a trick actually, students, listen. So अगर आपने देखना है कि आपके पास log की जो base है वो क्या है, तो आपने जो factors बनाने हैं ना, तो कोशिश कीजिएगा कि फैक्टर्स भी आपके पास उसी नंबर सेम बेस में बन रहे हो, ठीक है? सो वो आपके लिए इजी रहेगा उसको सोल्व करना. 64 के अगर मैं 4 में फैक्टर बनाऊं, सो आई कैन राइट इट लाइक दिस, 4 क्यूब प्लस 2 log 5, और 25 को मैं कैसे लिख सकती हूँ, 5 स्क्वायर, राइट? नाउ अप्लाई द प्रॉपर्टी. log से पहले जो भी नंबर लिखा था वो एक्चुअल में नंबर की पावर होती है, सो वी कैन राइट इट लाइक दिस, 4 क्यूब, और ये जो पावर होगी ये यहाँ पे शिफ्ट हो जाएगी. एंड सिमिलरली we'll do the same over here. We'll write it like this, log 5 square into whole square, right? Now see, This will cancel out each other, and we're left with log base 4 into 4 plus log base 5 into 5 power 4, right? Now see, we can apply a property over here, which is actually if we have a base and value is same, so we'll always get 1. So I can substitute 1 over here. 1 plus, let's just apply the property over here and shift the power before log. So we'll write it like this, 4 log base 5 into 5. Again, we can apply this property over here because the base and the value is same, and we'll get 1. So just substitute 1 over here, we'll get 1 plus 4 into 1. 1 plus 4 times 1 is actually 4, and we'll get 5 as our final answer for this part. Right? Easy? Now let's see how we can solve the sixth part of this question number 1. You just need a lot of practice to solve this question. It's very easy to solve it, not that much hard. So let's see what we need to do. Simply factorize this 12, and first of all, we need to convert into a fraction. So let's see. Log base 3, 12. I can write it like this, 3 multiplied by 4, right? 3 4s are 12. बिकॉज मैंने अभी आपसे कहा कि जो आपके पास बेस में हो गया आपने उसकी पावर में इसको कोशिश करना है कि वो लिखें. देन प्लस log 3, और इसका अगर मैं इसको मैं फ्रैक्शन की फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट करूं, सो आई कैन राइट इट लाइक दिस 25/100, राइट? सो let's just separate the log by these two terms, log base 3 into 3, and log को आपने इन दोनों नंबर्स के साथ लिख लेना है. दिस इज अनदर प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ log. और जो मल्टीप्लाई का साइन होगा दैट विल टर्न टू बी अ पॉजिटिव वन. और यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है कि आई कैन कैंसिल आउट दीज टू नंबर्स, राइट? सो दैट कि हमारी जो सिंप्लीफिकेशन है वो ईजी हो जाए थोड़ी सी. सो 25 1s are 25 and 24s are 100. So over here we are left with log 3 into 1/4, right? अब आप यहाँ पे देखें, ये प्रॉपर्टी हम बहुत दफ़ा फाइंड करके आ चुके हैं, मतलब पिछले सारे क्वेश्चन में ऑलमोस्ट हमने इसको अप्लाई किए. तो यहाँ पे मैं डायरेक्ट क्या पुट कर सकती हूँ, 1. यस, यू आर राइट. एंड here we can't do much, so we can just write it like this as it is. Now there is another division property of a log, और इसको हम कैसे शिफ्ट करेंगे कि आपने इस log को 1 के साथ भी लिखना होगा, 4 के साथ भी लिखना होगा, और ये डिवीजन का जो साइन होगा ये आपके पास नेगेटिव में चेंज हो जाएगा, राइट? सो लेट मी जस्ट राइट इट ओवर हियर, log base 3 1, and this division sign will change into a -1, and we'll write this log with 4 also. Now see, we have two similar terms with an opposite sign, so we'll cancel out these two terms, and we are left with 1 plus log base 3 1. And remember students, the log of 1 is 0, just like the log of 10 is equals to 1, so the log of 1 is 0. So just write it like this, 1 plus 0, and we'll get 1 as our final answer for this question. So that was our last part for question number 1 of exercise 2.4. Okay.